Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Rajni Chaudhary and we are studying about transformer protection. As discussed, the transformer protection video will be covered in three parts: part 1, part 2 and part 3. Part 1 and part 2 are completed and we are left with the part 3 of transformer protection. Here we will be covering the part 3 of transformer protection, which is Bucko's relay. Part 1 has covered the brief description about transformer and the types of faults that occur in transformer, whereas the part 2 has covered the differential protection scheme of transformer. For those who haven't watched the part 1 and part 2, the link of the parts are given in the description box below, so you can go through them. Starting with the part 3 of transformer protection, here we will be discussing about the Bucko's relay. Following are the contents of the part 3. Here we will be covering the introduction, construction, operation, advantages, limitations and applications of Bucko's relay. These all will be covered here in part. Starting with the introduction, Bucko's relay are used for detecting internal faults in the transformer below the oil level. Bucko's relay is also called as gas actuated relay because the actuating quantity here which helps the relay in operation is gases. In general, Bucko's relays are provided only for the transformers whose rating are above 500 kV. During normal operation, the Bucko's relay is filled with oil, while when an internal fault occurs, an arc formation takes place below the oil level, where the decomposition of oil starts and the oil level decreases. Since the decomposition of oil releases gases like hydrogen, carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons, these gases are helped to determine the internal faults in the transformer. The percentage of hydrogen among all the gases is maximum. Approximately 70% of hydrogen gas is released due to decomposition of oil when an internal fault occurs. Looking at the construction side of looking at construction of Bucko's relay. Bucko's relay generally consists of a cast housing. This is the cast housing of Bucko's relay. It consists of a hollow float. This is a hinged hollow float located in the upper part of the body, and a hinged flap valve located in the lower part of the housing, directly in path of the transformer tank and the conservator. As you can see in the figure, the Bucko's relay has two openings, one from the top of the transformer tank and another to the conservator. So we can say that with the help of this figure we can estimate the location of Bucko's relay. Bucko's relay is in between the transformer tank and the conservator. Along with the hollow float, the mercury switch is also provided with both float and flap valve. The float valve is used for making the alarm circuit, whereas the lower flap valve closes the circuit of tripping in case of an internal fault. Already discussed, Bucko's relay has been connected between the transformer tank and the conservator. As you can see in the figure, this is the transformer tank and this is the conservator, and this is our Bucko's relay, which is in between the transformer tank and the conservator. The connecting pipe here between the tank and the conservator should be as straight as possible and should slope upwards, as you can see in the figure, at a small angle from the horizontal. Generally, this angle is around 10 degree. Operation. When an internal fault occurs, as already discussed, decomposition of faults takes place, which releases some gases. Majority of the gases is hydrogen. This hydrogen will rise upwards towards the conservator and will get accumulated in the upper part of the housing. Since as the decomposition of oil takes place, the oil level inside the housing falls as accumulation of gases also takes place. The hollowed float associated with the mercury switch will now close the contacts and will alarm the operator. The operator then thus gets to know that there is an internal fault in the transformer, and thus he disconnects the transformer and collects the gas sample for testing purpose. Here transformer is not disconnected immediately after the fault detection, because sometimes the bubbles in the oil also may operate the alarm circuit, although there has been no fault in the system. When a serious fault such as internal short circuit between the phases and earth fault inside tank occurs, the gases so released or generated are of huge amount, which leads to reduction in oil, plus they produces the pressure in the tank, means that pressure in the tank increases. Thus the oil rushes towards the conservator, and in this way the relay associated with the flap valve will get triggered, as now the trip circuit will get energized. This will open the circuit breaker of transformer, and the transformer will be finally disconnected from the supply. To understand the operation in a better way, we will see the operation with the help of the figures. When an internal fault occurs, the gases starts accumulating in the upper part of the housing of Bocuse relay, and therefore the oil level will decrease and will start rushing towards the conservator. In this case, the float valve will tilt downwards, and the alarm circuit with the help of the mercury switch will get completed, and hence an alarm will be produced. The operator will then collect the gases with the help of the test clock. But when a serious fault like an internal short circuit occurs, the accumulation of gases starts to take place at a faster rate, and the oil level also decreases at a faster rates, which rushes towards the conservator side. In this case, the flap valve will also move upward, and thus the mercury switch will get associated with the trip circuit, and a trip command will be issued in that case, and the transformer finally will be disconnected from the supply. Advantages. Bocuse relay gives the indication of fault at an early stage by operating the alarm circuit, and thus a severe damage can also be avoided here. It provides the simplest protection in case of transformers. Limitations of Bocuse relay. This type of relay can only be used for oil immersed transformers having conservator tanks. The faults below the oil level are only detected by the Bocuse relay. Also, the setting of mercury is not kept very sensitive, as this can affect when bubble formation takes place, vibration is there, or earthquake and mechanical shocks occur. Therefore, the setting of mercury switches are not kept very sensitive, and thus this can cause problem when a fault has occurred. The relay is very slow to operate, having minimum operating time of 0.1 second with an average time of 0.2 seconds. Applications of transformer. The following types of faults can be detected with the help of a Bocuse relay by indicating an alarm, like local overheating can be detected, entrance of air bubble can be detected, and many more here. Here are some of the references from where the content has been taken and the following slide has been prepared. For the concluding remarks of this video lecture, here we have studied Bocuse relay, which is also called a gas actuated relay. It is used for detecting the faults in transformer below the oil level. We have seen the construction, operation, advantages, limitations and applications of Bocuse relay in this video lecture. With this, we end the transformer protection. We have completed all three parts of transformer protection. For more further videos, please stay connected and subscribe to the channel.